Hi, Kimber here with Rutabaga Paddle Sports. So today I'm just going to talk about the fishing rod holders that we have in stock, what style of rod and reel you can use them for, and when you would need them, because there's a lot of different kinds to choose from depending on the boat you have. So I'm just going to break it down for you really nice and easy today. How I kind of am going to do this is I'm just going to go over each of them individually really quickly. So to start, I'm just going to say these rod holders work for any spinning or bait casting style reels. The only time you have to be a little more careful is if you have a fly rod that you want to use them for. And if that is the case, you need to use the triple threat or the Omega. But otherwise, if you have a bait caster spinning reel, any of these styles will work. And I actually tested out a bunch of my rods at home. I even have a couple of kind of large oversized rods that I use for bass. I had no issues fitting them in any of these. So to start, I'm just going to go over each of these. This one is the side mount rod holder kit. This is the style that you would literally just attach on an egg crate that you would have behind your seat. A lot of people that fish, they like to just use like those egg crates for their tackle and they just stick it behind their seat. These are the rod holders that mount directly onto those. They're really inexpensive, easy to use, quick to fasten on. I have a couple of them on the egg crate behind my seat just because I typically like to take 4 or 5 poles with me. Next is your flush mount rod holder. This one would be for if you have a kayak that you're trying to convert into a fishing kayak. I know my fishing kayak, I have a Native Slayer, already has several of these built into it, as do most of the fishing style kayaks. But if you have a regular kayak and you want to convert it into a fishing style, this is the style that you would buy. You would actually put a hole in your boat and then this would slide in and it would be flush with your kayak. And then you would have some permanent rod holders put in. So this one's for if you want to convert, and then obviously you need to get the hardware that goes in it as well. Next, I'm going to talk about the triple threat rod and reel holder. This one is one of the ones that works for fly rods if you are a fly fisherman or woman. This one pretty much will work for any style fishing rod or reel. It's fully adjustable. There is a safety collar on it that closes if you want to lock your fishing gear in place. It goes up and down. So if you, for instance, like to troll, I personally like to troll, you can adjust this depending on what height you want your bait at and where the weeds are at, just so you're not catching. Yeah, this one will literally work for almost any style rod and reel, including fly rods. How to attach this one? You can either attach this one directly to your boat, or if you have a fishing kayak and you have the track mounts, you can just pick up the track fastener kit surface mount, and then that will screw into here, and then you can attach that directly to your track mounts. The personal ones that I use the most of are the Yak Attacks. I really like Yak Attacks products just because they're set up in a way that you literally take them out of the box and slap them on your kayak and you're good to go. They're pretty user-friendly and very self-explanatory. So we have 3 different styles of them in stock at the store right now. So the Omega is kind of the one with the most bells and whistles. It has the security collar that closes up here. This one will work for any style rod and reel, including your fly rod. It's fully adjustable, so no matter what angle you want to have it at, you can. Like I said, when I'm trolling, if I want my bait to be higher up in the water, I tip my pole up higher. If I want it lower, I'll have it more even. This is really nice because it's fully adjustable. I also really like all the Yak Attacks already have the track mount on the bottom. So I literally, like I said, can take this right out of the package, slap it on my fishing kayak, and I'm good to go. I don't have to mess around with getting anything else. This thing is all in one. The other nice thing about these ones is they're really easy to take on and off your kayak. I don't like to leave my rod holders on when I'm traveling. So you literally just unclip it here, it pulls off, your track mount stays in place, so then when I do go fishing again, I just slap it on there and I'm good to go. And again, fully adjustable, works for any style fishing rod and reel. One of the other style of Yak Attacks we have is the Zuka 2. This one works for spinning and bait casting. And this one too, if you kind of look on the back, you will use this side if it's going to be a spinning style rod, this side if it's going to be bait casting. This one is kind of like a trumped up tube style rod holder, so it just has a little more features to it where you can lock your spinning reel in place, and the bait caster just fits in this side a little better. So this one's kind of like the in-between of the Yak Attax, from most basic to most complicated. This one I would say is kind of the in-between, but again, fully adjustable, track mount on the bottom. Alright, lastly, we'll kind of go over the most basic style that we carry, which is just basically your tube style. I actually really like the tube style here. No muss, no fuss. It's literally just a tube you put your fishing rod and reel in. This part at the end moves if you were to say have a really long fishing rod, but I personally love this style. I have two of them on the back of my boat. One of them I use for my net, and then the other one I use to hold another one of my fishing reels and rods that I'm not using. But again, this one, just simple. It's just your basic style tube. Again, got the mount on the bottom, full adjustable on the back. This one again works for spinning and bait casting. So that is kind of a quick 101 of what we have in stock in the store. Obviously, if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me or just give the store a call directly. Hope you guys enjoyed this and hope you're getting out there fishing. Thanks!